All right, let's get into it. Today, we're tackling what might be the single most intimidating component in any workshop, the automatic transmission. It's a true marvel of engineering, yeah, but let's be honest, it can be an absolute beast to work on. But here's the thing, it's conquerable, and we're going to show you how.
First, let's just talk about the raw physics here. Before you even think about the technical side, you're dealing with about 90 kilograms of dead weight. That is a lot. This isn't just a component you unbolt, it's a serious piece of heavy metal that demands your full respect.
And it's not just physically heavy, it is technically heavy. You've got three completely different fields of engineering. We're talking mechanical gears, hydraulic fluid pressure, and complex electronics, all crammed into this one metal case. It's like a symphony, and if one part is out of tune, the whole thing just sounds wrong. So the big question is, how do you even begin to wrap your head around all this? Well, that's what we're here for. We've broken down this beast into 5 essential keys. Get these down, and you'll have the confidence to understand, diagnose, and master this thing. Let's start with the absolute foundation.
Okay, key number 1 is all about becoming fluent. You simply cannot fix what you don't understand. And with a modern transmission, that means learning to speak 3 different languages. You got to understand the language of metal and gears, the language of fluid and pressure, and the language of circuits and sensors.
Let's start right where the power comes in, the torque converter. Now this thing is just brilliant. There's no solid physical connection between the engine and the transmission at this point. It's all done with fluid. Think of it like having 2 fans facing each other. You turn one on, and the air it pushes starts spinning the other one. That's the basic idea, just with oil and a whole lot more engineering magic. And then we get to the real mechanical heart, the planetary gear sets. Forget about those big, clunky gears all lined up in a row. These things are just elegant and incredibly compact. It's like a tiny solar system of gears, literally. You've got a sun gear in the middle, planet gears orbiting it, all inside a ring gear. By cleverly holding or spinning different parts of that system, you can create all the different gear ratios you need. It's just an amazingly efficient design.
So who's the conductor for this whole mechanical orchestra? That would be the Transmission Control Module, or TCM. This is the brain, and it is constantly listening, constantly processing. It's grabbing info from sensors all over the car, your speed, how hard you're hitting the gas, the engine load, and it's using that data to make decisions in milliseconds. It's this non-stop, high-speed conversation happening under your feet.
And here's why all this matters. These 3 systems are totally intertwined. You can't separate them. A simple sensor failure can feel exactly like a catastrophic mechanical problem. A hydraulic leak can throw the electronics into chaos. To find the real root cause of a problem, you absolutely have to see the bigger picture of how they all work together.
All right, which brings us to key number 2. And look, this one's a big deal. We've talked about the technical side, but now we need to get real about the physical challenge. This isn't just about doing the job right, it's about making sure you can go home in one piece at the end of the day.
This chart says it all, doesn't it? On one side, you have some very real, very serious risks. We're talking about crush injuries, permanent back damage, and even hefty fines if you're not handling fluids correctly. But on the other side, for every risk, there's a professional tool, a procedure, a control. This is where being a pro really shines through.
And I really can't say this enough. The second that vehicle goes up on the lift, safety has to be your number 1 priority, every single time. We all know someone with a story about a close call or worse. A moment of carelessness here can change your life forever. You just don't cut corners with this stuff. Period. Okay, on to our 3rd key. We're switching gears here, from the physical to the mental. And automatic transmission speaks its own language. To figure out what's wrong with it, you've got to learn how to read that language. And that language is written in diagrams and schematics. So here's a classic problem that'll make you want to pull your hair out. The transmission is shifting really hard. Is it a mechanical issue in the valve body, or is it an electrical issue with the shift solenoid? When you're driving the car, they can feel exactly the same. So where do you even start looking? The answer is right here. The diagrams are your roadmap. They show you the truth. By carefully tracing the hydraulic circuits and the electronic circuits, you can see exactly what's supposed to happen when a shift occurs. That lets you pinpoint precisely where the system is breaking down. It's the difference between wild guessing and professional knowing. So think of these as your essential translation tools. You have to be comfortable reading hydraulic flowcharts, you need to understand electronic schematics, and yeah, you're going to need some math skills to check manufacturer specs and tolerances. This is the bedrock of a good diagnosis.
This leads us perfectly into our fourth key, which is all about having the right strategy. You have to think like a detective. A great diagnosis isn't just about plugging in a scan tool and reading a code. It's a methodical investigation where you follow the clues, one by one.
And here is your 4-step investigation plan. You always start with the fundamentals, like a stall test. Then you check the system's health with pressure tests. Only then, once you have that baseline, do you dive deep into the scan tool data. See how each step builds on the last? You're narrowing down the suspects until you have your culprit cornered.
And this is precisely why that step-by-step approach is non-negotiable. Pulling a transmission out of a car is a massive, time-consuming job. The last thing you want is to do all that work only to realize the problem was something simple you could have fixed from the outside. A solid diagnosis is your insurance policy against wasted hours and angry customers. And that brings us to our fifth and final key, executing the perfect repair. This is it. This is the final stage where all your knowledge, your safety procedures, and your detective work come together. It's about taking all that careful preparation and turning it into a lasting, successful fix. So, what does a perfect repair actually look like? Well, it's way more than just swapping a part. It means you followed the manufacturer's procedure to the letter. It means you were careful and didn't damage anything else in the process. And most importantly, it means you verified your work, checking for smooth shifts, correct lockup, and documenting everything properly.
And here is the absolute bottom line. The job is not done until you've driven the car. The road test is the final exam. It's the only way to be 100% sure that your repair actually solved the problem under real-world conditions. That road test is your signature, the final stamp of approval on a job well done. So there you have it, the 5 keys to taming the beast. It's a journey, right? From understanding the theory, to respecting the danger, to proving your work out on the road. Now you have the keys. The only question left is, are you ready to turn them?